So when did you first decided that you want to work for a jazz magazine?
A jazz? Oh, this is a jazz magazine? I didn't know.
It's called
I
a
thought
jazz thing. I was assuming.
I thought it was a. I'm just checking the listings for television shows in the magazine. Actually.
I see. And how long? Like, what's your first memory of light?
Of light. It's interesting.
That's a great answer. I think. Wait, once.
Hello and welcome to Jazzahead at the Jazzing Stand with a group formerly known as Shalosh, which is now called Stein, because it's.
He was waiting for that joke, like since yesterday morning. That was good. That was a good joke. We had a plan, because David. Okay, the flight tickets were really expensive, so just two of us came, and we had a plan to print a photo of David and hold it with a stick and like walk around with it, but it was just too complicated to do that. But that was the plan for sure. Yeah.
So actually, it took me a long time to find out that Shalosh means three, but it makes so much sense. And how long have you played together? From reading about it, it seems like you went straight from being born to kindergarten to playing in the sandbox.
From the hospital, I think. When me and Gadi used to learn together, so high school. So around age of 15, we started to play together, and since then we are partners for music for different projects. And now it's the Shalosh project, of course. And Shalosh exists for like 5 years, so yeah, it's a long time. I think it's more. It's half
your life.
Half of our life. Yeah, it's quite crazy. Yeah.
Now, your music is super energetic, and especially live. And I was really happy to hear this new album because it really translates this energy, I think. There's a song on there that coming from Hamburg that has sort of an ogu, like, I know it's a standard. I know it's originally from theater play, but I see football fans in brown uniforms singing their songs when I hear it. But you did a great job of it, Why did you choose this one? Because it's only one of two covers on the album, right?
Well, I think, covers in general is a big part of the band's agenda, because it's a way to connect with the audience also, and a way to get out of our own material. And this specific song, I think we really love epic music. Like, we are a lot of epic harmonies, epic, like crescendos. It's like definitely in the music, And this song is the most epic song, like all the harmonic cliches, one after the other, like minor fourth, and then this, and it's like, whoa. So I was like, this is a no-brainer. We got to do this song, And then we were working on this rhythmic concept, just playing around, because we meet all the time to just play. And we just put it on the song, and it just fit perfectly.
You now live in Tel Aviv in the same neighborhood, right? So you actually can't get out of each other's way.
Yeah, actually, it's true, and we like it a lot. It can happen. We can call each other. Hey, you want to come over, practice, listen stuff? It's like you share your life, music-wise, and also with like girlfriends and social life. Same place. It's really important.
We share our girlfriends. That's what he means.
Of course. No, we understand that. That's what this song After the War is about, right? That's sorry. No, cut. Because that's actually a very, I should be smiling when I announce this song, because it's such a serious issue, which is being made into something more serious than. No, I'm not. Okay, I'll tell you a story. I was recently in Berlin at a concert of Dudu Tassa. You heard of him? And he has this band where he plays the music from his grandfather with the Kuwaitis. So you're in Berlin on stage. There's a group of Israeli musicians playing old Arabic songs to an audience that's completely made up I mean, there was some people from Tel Aviv that traveled with him, but everybody else was from the Arabic world. And knowing every song, singing along with everything, dancing with him on stage, and you know, some people had tears in their eyes and came to me like, you see what's happening when people interact and not politicians? So now this is an introduction to the song on your album that also sort of tackles the same idea, right?
Yeah, I mean, we try to be political in our music and in our messages because, I mean, I feel that a lot of musicians try to be nice all the time and like, you know, be like really like go between the lines. But I think it's important to say your opinions and talk about the situation and talk about how, can I curse? How fucked up everything is, you know?
Because it is fucked up. Yeah.
And specifically this song, I mean, we have other songs in our second album, Rules of Oppression, is about Palestinian oppression. We have a song about Netanyahu called King Bibi that's going to be in the next album. So we talk about those things. This song is more about the war as a universal thing, you know, like the experience of this idiotic concept, war, but how it, you know, like the whole the individual's experience of that notion, and how this like huge horror is over, and it tries to be hopeful as well, you know, to finish with like a optimistic note after the war, not before the war, you know, optimistic but a little melancholic at the same time. So yeah, that's that song, and we try to finish the album with Onwards and Upwards, you know, to try to, you know, start, you know, in this difficult moment, but finish, you know, with a hopeful tone, you know, people singing and everything, you know. That's the
And Onwards and Upwards, isn't that Star Trek or something? I think it's a motto from some. It's very science fiction. We probably have to leave this planet to find a way to not be in the war zone anymore.
We are jazz musicians, but we are not nerds.
That's good to know. I think that's. Did one of you ever stay at Patti Smith's apartment in New York? Because was it you? Okay, we were in Salzburg 2 years ago or so, like after your concert where you destroyed the bass. No, not you, but yeah. And we were having this after-show late-night gig, and there was a picture of Patti Smith, and we got to talking about her. And I think you told me the story, which I have now told many times, but I have to hear it again straight from the horse's mouth. So you had no idea who she was when you met her in Israel, right?
No, actually, I think because you changed the story. I got to meet Michael Stipe from REM, and I didn't know who he was. So that was a little like an awkward. I was like a jazz kid. I was 17. I didn't know anything about pop culture after 1970. So I was just kind of like, oh, cool. Let me know when you play in town. I'll come check it out, you know. But yeah, Patti, I just stayed at her house. I mean,
like we all do. I mean, when we go to New York, we call Patti Smith and go like, it's, you know. So wait a minute. If you don't know about pop music after the 70s, you found "Take on Me" and like you found like the notes somewhere. Thought like, wow, that's a cute melody.
Actually, a student of mine wanted to play it. So I was like, wow, this is a great fucking song. And they know it and they were into it, you know.
Okay. Thank you very much. And I wish you all the best with this new album, which is not yet released. It's coming out in a few weeks.
May 24th. Jazz thing, May 24th. Check it out on your favorite platform. Spotify, Apple Music. Yeah. Do it.
Shalosh, thank you so much, guys. Oh, wow.